Good day, one and all. My name is Kathy, and I'd like to welcome you to this very, hopefully, quick episode of the Scrap and Crafty Gardener. I wasn't going to do a card today, and then realized, oh my gosh, it's my brother's wedding anniversary, in addition to being the solar eclipse. So I quickly, if I can find it here, I printed out on my printer, in the Path of Totality, Eclipse 4/8/2024, and then Linesville, PA, because that's where he lives, that I am going to foil. And since I don't have black paper, we're going to color the ink black with ink. So let's get started. I want to get this card down the road. I'm going to be making my usual 5x7 card, 10 inches by 7 inches, scored it at the 5-inch mark, folded it over, and creased it with a bone folder. And then I found in my stash this piece of metallic cardstock that has circles on it, and it kind of looks like the moons. So I'm going to put that on. The card is going to be black. This measures 4 3/4 by 6 3/4, and this is kind of an odd size, so I'll trim this down when I'm done. But I want to back this with a piece of white. So I'm going to trim this down to fit inside this white. And this white measures 4 1/8 by 6 5/16. I cut it strange, but so let's get started. The first thing I need to do is take my paper, and I have my Swiffer cloth here. I'm just going to kind of dust this off a little bit and put this inside. I don't have a folder for my Mink. It didn't come with one, and I couldn't get one for some reason. I guess it was a reseller. So I just used this paper, and I have toner foil in gold, and I'm just going to put this over and hold it down. And then I have my Mink at 3, and I guess I need to feed it through this way. This should go together fairly quickly. The worst part, I think I'm going to get extremely inky. And then I'm going to take this little happy anniversary. I'm not even sure where this came from. I've had this die for so long. Gosh, my fingers already look black, but they're not. I think it's just shadow. And I'm going to put some gold embossing powder on it on the front of the card. And then I have these pale gold sequins that I thought would look nice on here. All right, and you need to let this cool, but I'm just going to peek and see. Okay, it looks good. So I'm just going to turn off my Mink, and set that aside. Let this cool. Okay, now comes the really messy part. So I've got some wet wipes handy on the go here. And that came out really nice. I could leave this white, but I want to make it black. I have tried various, let me show you. I tried doing this with the Cricut because they had a design in there, which was kind of neat, on glossy cardstock, but it was all right. And one time I thought it was going to be good, but then it started going too heavy in one location and ripped the top of the paper off. So I'm doing it this way. I'm taking my VersaFine Clear, and I'm just going to cover the heck out of this. And I think it's going to be okay. I'll be able to brush it off. I'm using one of my older stamps, so it's not as juicy. But it's still quite juicy, as you can see. So this is kind of gray, black gray. And I'm kind of excited. I'm going to try and video the Eclipse and put it here on my channel when it's over. I didn't think we were going to be able to see it today because it was raining and the clouds were shining, no sun evident anywhere, but now the sun is shining beautifully. All right, let me clean off my fingers. Though they're still gonna get inky. I just want to clean this off as best as I can. All right, now the Swiffer that I used to clean off earlier, I'm just going to take that and rub off where the foil is. Oh, and this is good. I think this is going to work. Now my printer does a fairly good job of printing and foiling. You can still see some occlusions, but for me, this is perfect. This is just for a gift for my brother and his wife. All right, good. All right, I'm gonna get rid of this piece of paper, wipe my fingers off again. This is not gonna look bad, I don't think. Okay. Now, let me dry that here. I have a nice clean cloth. Okay, and I want this to fit in this white, so it needs to be just a smidge narrower. I'm going to take it off this side. And I know it needs to be less tall. I think I want to take a little bit off the top and bottom. How that looks in there. Okay. And I'm just going to, this is just plain old, it's like a semi-glossy copy paper, so it's not the greatest for card making, but I think it's going to look nice. So let me put my paper slicer back. Okay, let's glue these down, just these two pieces down. Then I am going to stamp. Nope, I'm gonna stamp first. Try and figure out where I want to put this happy anniversary. And this may end up ruining it, but it's just for my brother. I think he will appreciate it. Do I want to put happy anniversary above Eclipse or above Linesville? I'm thinking above Eclipse. Okay, that's where it's going to be. I'm going to use my Versamark, and I'll do this twice because I'm not sure how it's going to react with the ink on the paper. Oh, that's actually not bad. This might be too fat of a stamp, but we'll see how it turns out. I mean, I was looking for, I don't have many of these, and this is something I need to get more of because I'm trying to get away from the Cricut. And I'm just going to use that piece of copy paper, let's get that one, that I used for the mink. And I'm going to put my embossing powder down here. I'm using Wow Metallic Platinum Super Fine. I said these letters may be a little too fat, but we shall see. And I think I should have waited for the ink to dry a little more because I have embossing powder kind of sticking where I really don't want it to. So I'm just going to brush it off. What I'm going to do is put this back in the bottle before I blow some puffs of air on here and get it where I don't want it. I said, I think these letters are a little too fat, but it's going to work. All right, this is what I'm going with. Now I'm going to turn up my Darice heat tool. Yeah, these letters are a little too fat. it's just turning into a blob. So that didn't work. All right. Okay, yeah, those letters were too fat to do that with. And I don't have, let me put you on hold real quick. I'm gonna see if I have any inks or something I can do differently. Okay, I'm back. I ended up just kind of tossing it. This is what I was talking about. The letters are too thick to get a clean embossed image, even with the super fine. So I went ahead, I printed out another one and colored it in. Now, I have cut out a Celebrate. I think I just want to do this in white, maybe put a little, let's see if I have some Wink of Stella. Let's see what colors I have in my Wink of Stella. I'm just going to take, let's see, I need a little scrap of white. And I have one up here. Okay, this is my clear, which I'm thinking of just putting clear on top of it. But I also have a gold. So let's just see what color the gold is. And that might be you know what? I'm going to go with the gold. Okay, here we go. My brother knows I'm quirky. And my sister-in-law, she's my scrapbooking buddy on Wednesdays. And so she knows everything's got to be glittery and sparkly, and I'm a little quirky. I could cut it out of gold. So I'm going to put the card together, set that aside, and if I don't like it, once I get it together, then I will cut it out of gold. I have a gold that is like the moon one, but without the moons. Okay, so we're going to put that on the white. This is actually kind of fun, just taking that stamp pad and changing this color. I wished it could have been a dark color, or if I could have found a black cardstock that I could have printed on. All right. Well, and I just got some glue. Yeah, that'll take that right off. Okay. And I have a little piece of paper up here. All right, now we're going to put this on the gold. Okay. Now we're going to put this on the card front. I was hoping that this would make a nice anniversary card and that the experience of today's eclipse. All right, I'm just going to hold that down for a minute with my stamping block. All right, now we find out about this Celebrate, and I'm just going to tip the card up. Oh, that doesn't look too bad. I think I'm going to put it right down here. Okay, they know I'm quirky. Being a last-minute card idea, this didn't come out too horrible. And we're going to put that right here. And I'm getting glue. And I'll just put that block back on it for a moment. Clean this up a little bit. Okay. All right, now I'm just going to, a little bit of extra glue I want to get off here. And there were some spots that I didn't get the Wink of Stella. Okay, now for some of these. These are so beautiful. Just going to use my wax pickup tool here And I'm just going to place these around to see what I like and don't like. I'll pick a couple different sizes here. And we're just going to place them. If I like the layout, I don't think I like that one up there. I think I need to take more ink. All right. Where I wiped it to get that glue off. Kind of took some of the ink color away. And this will smear, smear. This will smooth out. All right. Okay, I'm going with 4. I know most people say to go with an odd number, which I try to go with, but my brain is set for round numbers, even numbers. And then this glue underneath these will dry clear, so that won't show. But that's my card for today. Not too bad. Hope you have a great day, and I will try and capture the eclipse from my angle for you. Doesn't really have anything to do with card making, but we did make a card to celebrate it today. All right, that's it. Thank you, and have a great day. Okay, I came back. I realized I wasn't as quirky as I think I am. I took my Artistro permanent marker pen in gold and went over that orange Wink of Stella and made it gold. And I like that a lot better. Okay, now that's it. Have a great rest of your day, and I hope you got to enjoy the eclipse.